Hello everyone, Mike Rempel from Another Set of Eyes with today's Excel Bytes blog post. In a previous post we looked at a tool in Excel called GoalSeek, which was in the what if analysis options here, GoalSeek. Today we're going to take a look at a more expanded version of that Excel provides, and that's called Solver. Now if you don't have Solver in your data tab over here, you can see I've added it. You need to go to File and Options and Add-ins, and then down at the bottom where it says Manage, you hit Go and make sure Solver is checked and hit OK, and that will add Solver to your data tab. So let's take a look at what Solver can do. This is just a simple example. What we want to do here is we want to maximize the profits of our two production lines. So I have a product A and product B. Our material cost for each product is listed. Our labor is listed. And here's one of our constraints. The maximum amount of labor I can put into product A is 3,000, and the maximum amount in B would be 3,200. So our total labor down here is going to be, as you can see, C3, which is our labor, times C5, which is our quantity. And the quantity is what we want Excel to determine to maximize our labor. That's the variable there. Our selling price, you can see here, is C2 plus C3, which is our material and labor, times 1.25, so we just marked it up 25%. Our profit is those two from the selling price times the quantity, so that's the profit we're trying to maximize. And again, our total labor is just labor times quantity. So what we're going to do is click on the Solver tab, and the first thing it's going to ask us is, what is our objective? Well, our objective is to set this cell here to what? Its maximum, its minimum, or a certain value. Well, we want to maximize. We want to get that as large as possible. And what needs to be changed? What needs to be changed here is the quantity. So we want to change these two cells here, B5 and C5. And so it's set that. But now here is where we'll add our constraints that we want Excel to comply with. So let's go to Add so we can put on our constraints. And in this case, we're going to have 4. One constraint is that we want this number to be an integer. We don't want to be producing half products. We want to make sure we complete full products. So we're going to add that constraint. And then also for product B, we want that to be an integer also. So we'll add that constraint. Next, the total labor has to be less than or equal to the max labor that we have for that product line. So we'll add that. And the total labor for product B here must be less than or equal to the max labor for that product line. And now we'll say OK, and we have our 4 constraints. 2 are integers, and 2 have a constraint of a maximum number. And once we have that all set up, all we have to do is hit Solve, and Excel has come up with an answer for us. It says that we need to produce 107 product A and 100 of product B. And notice we've stayed under the constraints. Our total labor is 4 items or 4 units under the max here, and we've maxed out product B there. And it also can provide a report giving us details of that. So if I click on the answer report and click OK, you'll see down here it's added a report giving us some detail or a recap of the Solver process. It says that it maximized our profit to that number. It ended up with these quantities in our 2 quantity cells, and it tells us that product A has a slack of 4 because it did not quite hit up to the max, where B is binding because there's no slack because it hit the 3,200 unit max. And that's it for Solver. It's a nice tool to get more elaborate calculations and solving for different criteria. And hopefully it'll be useful to you. If you'd like to see more, please go to my blog, excel-bytes.com, and feel free to subscribe to my blog. Happy excelling!